top that.
What is going on, guys? Flawless, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my build on Offlane Abaddon and how you guys can find success on this hero. And definitely don't be afraid to pick it in the off lane or in the mid lane, but preferably he's a much better offlaner than he is a mid. I think it's very situational on when you can actually pick this hero mid and get a lot of value from it. I definitely still enjoy it mid from time to time. It just depends. You'd have to be facing an Ogre Magi or a Void Spirit type hero, because Ember is gonna dumpster you. A lot of other heroes will definitely dumpster you as well, like Lina. In the offlane, you're doing a ton of work, and the build that I like to go on him is either Pipe, if they have obviously high magic burst or just overall big magic lineup, or you go Crimson Guard if it's physical. Then you go straight for Guardian Greaves or Wraith Pact. It honestly depends. Guardian Greaves is obviously the item of the patch, so it'll definitely be better if you get Guardian Greaves, but I feel like that's gonna get a big fat nerf, so I think Wraith Pact is gonna be a lot better nowadays. Halberd is still a good item, so if they have a right click hero like PA, Bloodseeker, Lina, these heroes that definitely don't like when you get Halberd, it'll make you a lot tankier. It'll help you sustain through the fights as well, and it's just gonna help you survive without having to pop your ultimate. Then I definitely recommend you guys to go for either an Assault Cuirass, BKB, or Aghanim Scepter. It honestly depends how much farm you have. I like the AC if it's a physical lineup, like I said. If not, get a BKB so you can get your dispels and you can put your shield on people and get your heals going with your Guardian Greaves and help your team sustain through the fights. I think overall this hero can put in a ton of work against high commit lineups. This will kind of play the similar role as to an Omni Knight, as you are just there to protect your team. You don't do a ton of damage. Your silence is not to be fucked with. It's a slow, it's a silence, and it's quite easy to get. If you're struggling to get it, you can always go treads instead of phase boots, but this hero's incredibly slow. I definitely always go phase boots on this hero. The treads is really nicely if you can close the gap easily, because they're slower heroes and they don't have a lot of stuns and you want to get your silence off a lot quicker. I definitely recommend you getting those, but normally 90% of your games you're going phase boots, just because this hero's really slow, lacks a lot of armor, and doesn't have a lot of base damage on its own, but its base animation is really good for you to farm. Your lane is definitely going to be pretty good. You don't lose a lot of lanes. You lose to like Huskars, Vipers, and heroes like that. You lose to Linas as well based on your armor, so if it's a carry Lina, you're not going to have a good time. So I guess this is why this hero has lost a lot of prevalence, because it doesn't really push towers as easy. It could definitely help your team push towers overall, because you're going to be putting the shield and keeping them alive, but in the general sense, you can't really push towers on your own. You need your team. But against heroes like Juggernaut and Legion Commander, you can definitely put in a lot of work, because your shield is definitely going to protect whoever you duel, and if you get your Aghanim Scepter, your ultimate is going to start firing every 500 damage, a miscoil, which is really good, because in a big team fight in the late game, you're going to be pumping out so much heals that it's really going to help your team get the job done. Definitely don't be afraid to pick up this hero. I don't see it as often as it should be in a lot of really good Abaddon games, and people just don't pick it, and they're picking these weird offlaners that aren't getting the job done. I can't stress it enough. This hero is incredible. Don't sleep on it. Give this hero a try. Get your games in. Get some practice games so you can manage your shield cooldown, which I think it does take a little bit of practice. You can't just pop it off cooldown, because sometimes you're going to need it and you're not going to have it, and sometimes you're going to have to pop your ultimate early, and you just kind of need to learn the few caveats of this hero. It doesn't take a lot. With a few games, you're going to be playing Abaddon super solid, and just manage your cooldowns with your team and always play around your team. That's what your hero is all about. You don't really do too well pushing towers solo. This hero is very survivable, but just doesn't do a whole lot of tower damage. Definitely let me know if you guys have played Offlane Abaddon. Let me know if you guys like the build. If you guys would change anything about the build, definitely let me know. I definitely think the Wraith Pact is still a really solid item, even though it's been nerfed. I still pick it up on my offlane heroes when I do play it. I'm normally a mid player, but I do enjoy playing offlane from time to time, just to relax and just not hit as much creeps as carry or mid, and I just get to make some space and join a lot of team fights without having to farm so much. Definitely let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, a like would be much appreciated. Leave a comment down below and let's get a conversation going. I answered all my comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.